everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's my birthday! Yay! Not really, I'm getting old, but I did buy myself another birthday present, so I wanted to talk about it and do a review. As you can see in the description, this is on the Louis Vuitton Carryall. If you are new here, thank you so much for stopping by. I would really love it if you could like this video, subscribe to my channel, and tap that notification bell to be notified when I upload new content. If you're a subscriber, thank you for your support and welcome back. So as you can see in my, not the last video, the one before it, this was my early birthday present to myself. I got this maybe almost 3 weeks ago. That was my early birthday present to myself. But then I decided I had to get myself another birthday present, this lovely Louis Vuitton Carryall. Now, I just want to be clear here. My intent was certainly not to buy both of these bags. This was the bag that I actually wanted on the day I bought my Dior. I had seen Downton Abbey at the Westfield Center in San Francisco, and right below the theaters is a Bloomingdale's, which has inside it a Louis Vuitton store. I had been stalking this bag on the Louis Vuitton website for months and months and months and months, literally 6 to 9 months, and it was never available. So I went to the store in Bloomingdale's and the doorman said, "Oh, it's going to be a wait. Can I have your number and I'll text you when you can come back?" And I said, "Sure." And he said, "What are you looking for today?" I said, "A bag." He said, "Which one?" I said, "The Carryall." He pulled it up on his iPad and said, "Oh, I'm so sorry. It's not available." And I said, "Can you check does it tell you if it's available at the Union Square store?" He said, "Oh, it tells me it's wherever it's available in the entire country, and there are none available in the country." So I thought, okay, well, there's fate telling me I should get the Dior. I would have still had this on my wish list, and I would have probably purchased this in the fall. But I thought that was fate telling me, and I love that Dior bag, so I went and got the Dior bag. Then last Sunday, I looked on the Louis Vuitton website. I had done so several times a week, for no joke, probably the last 6 to 9 months, and it always said notify me. That's never worked. Anytime I've hit notify me and put in my email on the Louis Vuitton website, I've never gotten a notification when something was available. But I looked last Sunday and lo and behold, it said place in cart, and I almost fell over. And then I thought, shit, I just bought the Dior. I'm draining my savings now. But I decided to do it because I didn't know when it was going to be available again. So I put it in my cart, ordered it, checked out, went back in, and it was not available again. So this was the only one they had available. So I am glad that I did order it. It came on Tuesday. I love it. I used it as a work bag to go into the office a couple times this week. So I'm going to show you the bag and just talk about the pros and the cons of it. So let's just dive right in. One thing I will say, and I'm sorry I don't have the dimensions off the top of my head, but I will put that in the description below. I think it's something like 16.1 inches in length. The height is 10.6 inches and the depth is 9.5 inches. I believe I had that memorized, but I'll put it in a link below just to make sure, so you can look this up and verify that my dimensions were accurate. So it is a pretty big bag. As typical with me though, bags are always smaller when I get them versus what I think they're going to be based on pictures on their website. So I did expect this to be bigger. I'm glad it wasn't, because one thing that I liked that it was never available is I really thought, oh, do I really want this? Do I want a bag that I could only use for travel, like as a carry-on for a flight or a weekend bag or whatnot? So I was looking at the Keepall 45. I was also looking at the Speedy 40. I really didn't want those. I really, really wanted this, so I did not order those, and I held out, and I'm glad I did. But what I'm trying to get to in such a long way is it is smaller than I expected it to be. So it really was the perfect work bag. The downside here is it doesn't have a shoulder strap. Unlike the Speedy 40 or any of the Speedies, you can get the bandolier edition, which comes with a shoulder strap, and the Keepalls all have a shoulder strap as well. But I figure if there was a shoulder strap, it would really ruin the look of the bag, and this really is meant to be carried handheld. So I'm glad I waited, and I'm glad I settled on this bag, and it was a fantastic work bag. I have inside my, I was going to say Neverfull. I don't have a Neverfull. I have my on-the-go GM size organizer. I did order an organizer for this. It hasn't come yet. That organizer will fit this better, obviously. The on-the-go GM organizer, if I can do this, is much thinner. So you can see the width of, or the depth of these it's much thinner. So it's not the ideal organizer, but it worked for me going into the office. So this bag came beautifully packaged in the huge, box that's that color right there with the receipt and everything. It also came with the standard but massively sized dust bag. Here you can just see how big this dust bag is with the Louis Vuitton on it. Oh God, what a mess. It's my birthday. Give me a break. Just kidding. So it does say Louis Vuitton on it. It's a nice sized dust bag. I was really happy that it came stuffed in the dust bag and not flat like the Speedies do. It also came with some gorgeous little things as extras. So the first extra here that it came with is the luggage tag. This came really nice vachetta leather luggage tag. I am not going to take it off because it took me forever to figure out how to put it on there. But I think it looks nice. It just adds a little something. And it also helps me know what side is the front of the bag, because I always pack my bags so that when I set them down with the front side facing me, everything is organized. And being that these look the same on both sides, having the luggage tag here on the left side of the front always lets me know what the front of my bag is. It also came with a handle keeper, so it's this nice vachetta leather strap here. It is raw on this side, which I don't like that, because if you go and you look at videos of like vintage Speedy bags where they have on the sides here, like the Speedies have this little vachetta leather tab, and this raw side just gets so janky and awful looking in my opinion. I don't like that. The same is true of the inside here, which I can't really get to, but on the flip side of the luggage tag strap, right? Is that right? Damn it, sorry. I don't know if I can get this in here, but the flip side, this side is raw too. So it's gonna look janky when it gets older, in which case I will just try to get a new one. But this is a really pretty vachetta leather strap. The idea here is you just simply clasp this through your handle here. Most people have it. It looks, let me just do it correctly. So most people that I've seen, the few videos I've seen or pictures I've seen, they just have it on one of the handles and it just kind of sits there. Then the idea is you join the handles at the top and wrap this around, and it keeps the handles together. I don't really think it's practical, to be honest, because it can only keep the handles together at the very top. And then if you want to carry it, it's got this awkward, big, bulky buckle there, and it's just not comfortable. So I thought about leaving it on as like a decorative element, but then it gets in the way of the straps when they fold down. So I'm not using this. I'm just going to keep it. Maybe I'll change my mind in the future, but for now, I am not going to use this little strap keeper, but it is a nice addition. It's a nice thought that they included that. It also came with another little dust bag for, oh God, it's been a day. I've had to work. Can you believe it? I had to work on my birthday. So I'm really tired, but and a little bit klutzy right now. But it did come with this beautiful lock here. You can see with the LV on it, and it's this beautiful shiny gold. And then it came with two gold keys to match as well. And how you lock it, I will show you. And some of you probably know this from other LV bags that come with locks. But on the zipper pulls here, there's two zipper pulls, which is great. You can see there's like circles there on both sides. So the keys, or not the keys, the zipper pulls have a slot in them. So you put them together and you put the slot of one of the keys, the top key, over the other key, and then you loop the lock through and you lock it. So hopefully you can see that it's locked together, and then obviously you use the key to open the lock. I love that they included a lock. I just think anytime these brands do little extra touches and go that little extra mile, that's really nice, and the lock is beautiful. I will not be using it, mostly because I know exactly what is going to happen. I'm going to put my keys inside my bag, I'm going to zip it up, and I'm going to lock it. Now, as I showed you, it does come with two keys, so obviously I would like keep one key in my house, separate, not in anything, but that's not going to help me if I'm out of town or I get to the office and I realized I locked this shut and I don't have the key. And another reason I'm not going to bother with the lock is I've seen it. I've seen these locks get picked easily with two paper clips on YouTube. So even if you couldn't pick the lock, if somebody did get this bag and they wanted the contents, of course, you could just cut right through the canvas. So I won't be using two of those gorgeous little things that came with this bag, but I do love that they included that. One of the things I love about this bag versus the Speedy is the Speedy, the zipper's only on the top of the bag. On this bag, the zippers go down quite a bit, which makes the mouth open really wide. On the inside, you have one slip pocket in the back. I have an 11-inch iPad. It does not fit in that slip pocket, just so you're aware of that. That's why I get an organizer, because I want to have some type of organization, and I do that with almost all my bags, so that doesn't matter for me. And then right there on this tab, hopefully it's focusing in, it says Louis Vuitton Paris, and this one is made in France. So this is my first made in France bag. I see other reviewers, they get so excited when they get a made in France bag, but it doesn't make a difference where it's made. What makes a difference is the artisan that makes the bag, because there are good and bad artisans in Spain, France, Italy, and the USA where Louis Vuitton makes all their bags. But nonetheless, just seeing made in France, it's nice. I love France. So I was happy that it was made in France, even though I know it doesn't make a difference. You'll also see the pattern doesn't line up 100% perfectly along the top. You can see the stars there on the top of the zipper, between the bottom of the zipper. They're a little bit off, but that's okay. I'm accustomed to that. These are handmade, so they're not going to be perfect and flawless, but it's pretty damn close. It does have these really nice thick top handles. One of the things I was bummed about is I do have a vachetta leather strap, so I thought, okay, well, I can hook that strap here on the front and then here on the back and actually have a shoulder strap if I wanted it. But these metal O-rings or whatever they're called, that keep the handles attached to the bottom part, they are too thick for those standard Louis Vuitton shoulder clasps to get around the metal. So those don't work, but you could probably find some type of shoulder strap that would work if you wanted it. I don't know if I'll bother with that, but you could. It's got these nice big vachetta leather handles. They're really comfortable. That could potentially be a downside for people, is all this vachetta leather. And for those of you that don't know, this is untreated leather. So you've got to be careful with it and protect it. I did use Apple Guard on mine. I also do that baby wipe hack that I saw, that apparently doing that helps keep the handles clean, because look how white these are. So if you think about oils and dirt on your hands, these handles could get really disgusting. So I do use baby wipes to clean them after every use or every other use. I also, as I said, sprayed all the vachetta leather except the piping here, this thin lining, with Apple Guard to protect it against water, because on untreated leather, if you get liquid here, it's going to stain. So you don't want that to happen. That being said, I bought this to use it, so I'm going to use it. And if, lo and behold, the Apple Guard wears off, if it wears off and there gets liquid marks on this, so be it. But it does have a fair amount of vachetta leather. It also, on this side right there, says Louis Vuitton Paris, which is nice. And what I love are these two big side pockets here. So this is perfect for a work bag, because I just throw my phone in there, and when I get the train station, my ticket is digital, so I have easy and quick access to my phone. You can also keep passport and boarding documents in this as well. I don't know if it fits under an airplane seat. Apparently the Keepall 45, which is bigger than this, does. So we will see. All in all, it looks the same on both sides, and the back and the bottom does have 5 feet, which is great, but it's a fairly soft bottom. So again, on the feet, a big part of the bottom of this bag is going to be touching whatever surface you put it on. The hardware is really, of course, well done. It's a beautiful shiny gold color throughout. And then I don't think I gave you all a full tour of the inside, but essentially, aside from that slip pocket, there is nothing else in the way of organization inside. So I don't like things loosely scattered throughout my bag, so I did get an organizer from Samorga, I think, and it's apparently on the way. But I do love this beautiful brown lining. I think it matches the exterior of the bag really well. I think this is going to be my go-to work bag. I've been using the on-the-go GM tote mostly for work. This is probably going to be my go-to work bag because I'm trying to eat better, so this will fit my salad in it, which is great. And it also has a secure closure, which the on-the-go tote doesn't. It does get heavy. It is heavier than the on-the-go tote empty. And so when you fill it, it does get heavy. But fortunately, my walk to the train station from my house to the train station is about 8 minutes. And from the train station to my office is about 15 seconds. So it's fine. I won't have to be carrying a heavy bag by the handles for very long. And I think that really covers it. But I love this bag so much. I'm so happy I got it. I just think it is so beautiful. And I do love the vachetta leather. When this patinas and turns that beautiful honey color, this bag is even going to look more gorgeous. So to wrap this up, I will say I am grounded. I am grounded from buying bags. We'll see if I hold myself to that, but to really October, my savings took a hit. I do not have all this money that I can just throw around on these things, and spending money on these 2 bags in the last 2 weeks. I also booked a trip to Europe. My savings account has taken just a massive hit this month. Luckily, I get a bonus next month that'll help replenish that a little bit. But I'm going to have to really get serious with myself, slap myself on the hand, and say no more until October. I do have definitely other reviews coming of SLGs and other bags that I haven't even done reviews on yet. So I'll have some content in that way, but don't expect any new bags from me for the next several months. We'll see if I can make it till October. Fingers crossed, but I just wanted to say that because I do watch a lot of these luxury unboxing videos myself and these haul videos, and I think, God, how do these people have so much money to spend on this stuff? So I want to be very clear. I do not have so much money to spend on this stuff. I get my bonuses, I spend some of it, and I save most of it. And I've been doing that. And that savings has just really taken a big hit this month. So the focus for me is on building that back up. And I rarely eat out. I buy crappy clothes for the most part. I mean, it's ridiculous. I will wear a $30 trench coat and a $30 pair of shoes, and then I want a bag like this. So I save money in other places, and bags are my passion, and I love them. So I can feel good wearing inexpensive clothes and carrying a nice bag. So just wanted to throw that out there. I'm not in debt by doing this, but my savings has taken a huge hit. So I will be focusing on rebuilding that. Thank you for watching and have a beautiful weekend, everyone.